Welcome, Team Jesus, to Team Jesus Live. We're broadcasting live out of the KTXJ FM studios out of Jasper, Texas, USA. We are going on the air here in about 60 seconds. We're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of giveaways, and boy, have we got a guest for you. You're really going to enjoy who we have, the handsome man sitting over there. And here is my co-host, Matthew Hunter, with me. Matthew, we need to bring in Mr. Love a little tighter in here. And we're about 40 seconds out now.
Awesome deal. Out of all the guests that we've had so far, I was actually looking forward to you being here with us more than anyone else so far.
I really appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, he's been excited about having you.
Yeah, I've kind of talked you up a little bit.
That means a lot to me.
So I'll go ahead and share this link on Facebook with everyone so they have a chance to see it.
Seven seconds. Good afternoon, Friday listeners. It's Team Jesus Live. I'm your host, Michael Allen. Sitting here with me is my co-host, Matthew Hunter.
Hey, Team Jesus Live. How you doing? Always great to be here.
It's a Friday afternoon party, and what we're going to do today is we're going to be playing the top 10 countdown of the most requested music this week, handpicked by our own Patsy Dickerson. It's Patsy's Picks here on Friday afternoon. We also have a special guest here with you, and this is the one Matthew Hunter has been looking forward to. He's the one that had to go and take care of his mom and reschedule, and I'm trying to get a drum roll going here. It is Mr. Love, principal at Maryville School.
Hey, Team Jesus, how are you doing? Pastor Allen, Matt, how are you guys?
Happy to be here as always. You know,
Glad to have you with us. I told Matthew last week, you're going to have to go on and get a doctorate degree because I really want to call you Dr. Love.
It'd be awesome. Actually, my sister will be the one to get the doctor title. She's working on hers right now.
Okay, Dr. Love.
Yes, sir.
I like that. I like that. We're going to be talking to Mr. Love, the principal over at Maryville. We're going to be talking, in particular, Mr. Love, one of the things that's happened is everyone has criticized millennials thoroughly, and we have a generation coming along behind the millennials. This is the group that everyone says doesn't listen, isn't polite, is so self-centered, and I'm going to tell you something. I find that kids are still kids, and I'm hoping you're going to tell us that there's hope for the future. What we're going to do right now, though, is we're going to jump right in and get you the top 10 songs of the week. We're going to kick it off right now. And number 10 is going to be the Ford Sisters. Yeah, I Am by the Ford Sisters right here on Friday afternoon, Team Jesus Live. Stick around because we've got some nice giveaways coming up in just a few moments.
Yeah, those giveaways, they bring in like a lot of phone calls all
This is awesome, man. I'm sure y'all have a lot of fun with this.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's cool.
What's nice is we go back and we'll watch some of these live streams and like critique ourselves and like kind of better ourselves and get better.
Right.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is interesting. I got to over here and over here now again.
Well, I'm going to try to be as natural as possible.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that to us. I mean,
it's different.
Don't be yourself, man. Oh, no.
There's like nothing to it. It's literally just us three and then people watching us like on stage or a drama club or something.
Right.
Something easy.
And we are glad to have our YouTubers. Glad to have you with us. And this is Mr. Love. And we're looking forward to talking with him a little more on the air in just a few moments. You too, however, can send in a prayer request if you like. You can just go ahead and chat that in right away. Hello, Robin Jordan. Glad to have you. She was from the Clothes Closet, our guest from last week, and she's chatting in immediately. Say hello to Mr. Love. I don't know if there's a waving signal there on the chat box, isn't there? And so we're gonna let's see here. I Am the Ford Sisters. Patsy's Picks of the Week seems to include the Ford Sisters pretty regularly, doesn't it? I wonder who's requesting their music. I wonder if it's Patsy or her sister. Okay.
So usually at this point, I go ahead and let you guys know, if you're watching, be sure to check out our website where you can get to our Facebook page, keep up to date with events that are coming up. That's Mr. Marauder Slade that's saying hi again. He's one of our regulars, one of your Team Jesus members.
Mark Slade. He is the head of our Team Jesus Bible College. I posted a little post there on Facebook, and Mark gave an entire dissertation under the reply column. I didn't know you could write that many characters on a Facebook comment, but Mark filled it out. There you go. She's doing that wave, wave, hi, hi.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Yeah, I enjoyed it with Mark, and it was a lengthy post anyway. He was talking about how we shouldn't just immediately believe lies. We should really handle it biblically, where if someone tells you something, you go, wait a minute, let me get a witness.
Yeah.
And then the witness gets the witness, and so the accusation comes forth, and the accuser, the witness, and you who heard it, then go to the accused in a spirit of love and restoration.
Right.
So if it's true, it can be dealt with then and there.
Yes, sir.
Right? And if it's not, it can be revealed.
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee you gossip would go away in the church if we handled it that way.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I agree with that.
Yes, indeed. That's our prayer army. Yes, I got to let everybody know, closed closet, open tomorrow.
It probably helped a lot in the school system, too. I know it kind of did when I had arguments with my buddies. We would argue a little bit. We go to our separate houses, and it could be days before we talk to one another. But what it was usually that would break the ice is someone had to eventually go and talk to the other. You have to go to your brother's house that has aught against you.
That's right. I actually heard a sermon one time that entitled, "It's the fault of the one who's not to blame."
Mm-hmm.
If your brother has aught against you,
yeah,
you go to them.
Yeah.
Wow. It's tough. It's tough. I've had to practice that a couple of times.
Same.
And it brings restoration.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. What's your beef,
Yeah. So later on,
most of the time you can say, I never meant it that way.
Yeah.
I never meant to be offensive to you.
10 seconds.
Yeah. That's the Ford Sisters here on Team Jesus Live. Song number 10 in our top 10 countdown of the most requested songs of the week. Well, we are now going to hear from Mr. Love. Mr. Love, tell me there's some hope in the future with these kids.
Oh, I believe that there's a lot of hope. First of all, I think the next generation of kids are going to do awesome. They have a lot of abilities and skills that we did not develop when we were kids, because they have access to the internet and different informational things a lot earlier and a lot sooner. Now, a big concern that I could see a lot of the older generations having is because parents are not as involved and active in kids' lives in today's generation as they were in the past.
That's true.
If you think about the family unit in the past, it had much more structure. Generally, you had a father, a mother. The father worked, the mother was able to stay home. You had a family dinner. You had family discussion. You had more of a stronger family unit. What you find nowadays, because it's so hard to make it in society in a lot of areas, either the mother and the father is having to work, or you have a lot of single mothers that's having to raise children, or even single fathers that's having to raise children. So because there's been such a breakdown of the family unit and that structure that those kids need, a kid needs both his father and his mother to be complete.
Yes.
Okay, and then preferably that those parents have a relationship with God as well, right? Okay, but when you have a single mother raising that child and say she's having to work all of the time, you have a child that's at home with a lot of free time on his hands. Who's raising him now? The television, the internet, his friends. So if you're able to get back to the old family structure that we did have once upon a time, kids will be just like they were before. Yeah.
Well, I think you're hitting on something big time too, because I found as a youth pastor, one of them, it just kind of came to me when a parent came to me and there was a troubled kid that was in the youth group, and the parents come in and said, they said thus and such about you.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, I tell you what, I won't believe everything they say about you.
Right.
If you don't believe everything they say about me.
Yes, sir.
I said, you, the parents, and I, the youth pastor, are supposed to be on the same team.
Yes. Yes.
Right? And I've tried to always make sure that our educators knew, my children's teachers knew that we're on the same team.
Yes, sir.
And that makes all the difference in the life of the child. I think it means something to the child when they know that the parent will show up,
Mm-hmm.
all right, when they're wrong,
Right.
and occasionally when they're right.
Yes, sir.
I think it makes a difference to the teacher to know that this one has a parent who will show up
Right.
when they're wrong and when they're right. They have an
agree.
ally when they need one.
Mm-hmm.
They have someone that will hold them accountable if it's not going right.
Right.
Right. Most of the time, I'm going to say 90% of the time with 3 children, the teachers were always right.
Yes, sir.
But about 10% of the time, we had to show up, and it clarified things, and it cleaned it up.
Yes,
And
sir.
it was good for the child as well. That partnership you're describing, I think, is the missing component.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I was always raised, and I'm sure you guys have heard this plenty of times, it takes a village to raise the child. So principal needs to be active, teacher needs to be active, coach needs to be active, band director needs to be active in that child's life and in that child's world. Because see, what we do on the school level, if you look at it as just a job, you're failing miserably. It's not a job. This is a calling.
Yes.
It's a labor of love.
Uh-huh.
God has to lead you to be effective as an educator because you're dealing with so many students who have so many different issues and problems. They're all at a point in their lives where they're trying to find their identity. And so, yes, parent, mom and dad is at home, or you hope mom and dad is active in their life in a positive way. But let's say you're the only person, this particular teacher, or maybe that principal, assistant principal, you're the only person that's going to show that kid the type of love and care that they need. And they look for you for that. And yet, you're looking at it like it's just a job instead of it's just a calling. Each one of our kids that we deal with, they need that love, they need that care, they need to know that you're concerned about their well-being as well as their education. And if you are tough as nails on your students, on your children, they need to know why. You get what I'm coming from?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
You're going to go out into the real world. You're going to face a lot of challenges. I know you guys know there are times in life where life will kick you in the teeth. You will have to be able to get up and continue to stand strong and fight. And so I impress that upon my teachers, my faculty and staff. Take the time, really show the kids how much you care. But also, if you're tough on them, make them understand why. And kids will respect you for that.
Well, I spent 10 years in teenage evangelism. And I found that the kids are totally different when they're not around the parents.
Yes.
Right? And I know that that's got to be true in school. And I wanted to know if everything I'd ever learned had just passed by. There was about 4 teenagers in the church, and I decided as the pastor, I'm going to take over the kids.
Yes, sir.
And when I did, we went from 3 or 4 to 3 rows of teenagers who sat on the front row.
Mm-hmm.
And by and large, outside of just plain old teaching the word, I loved on them.
Yes, sir.
And if I had to correct them, which I did,
right,
I would begin by telling them, I love you.
Yes.
Now, you cannot, this can't be, you must not, blah, 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 blah. Now remember, I love you.
Right.
That's why I'm telling you this.
And if people could just grab a hold of that,
yes,
and these kids would have that much more support.
Mm-hmm.
Because when kids don't have that support, they build walls around themselves.
Right.
And now you have an even deeper problem because now they can't be reached, or they're harder to reach because they're isolated.
Mm-hmm.
And that ties back into the family not having the structure supporting the children, the child.
That's right.
There's a favorite slogan that I've heard pastors use all the time, which basically is, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. When you're dealing with children, you need to give them at least 5 positive things before you say 1 negative thing to them. telling them I love you on a regular basis or showing that you care for them is essential for building that kind of a relationship with them to where they will want to listen to you.
Yeah, I can see where as a public school teacher you may not want to say I love you as you would in a Sunday school class, but you can say I care about you.
Right.
You sure can. Okay, we're going to take a quick break and get you song number 9 in the countdown of the week. When we come out of that, we're going to talk with Mr. Love a little bit more. I want to hear, and I'm sure you do as well, what it's like to try and be both a Christian and an educator all at the same time, and how difficult that balance can be. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and we've got a little giveaway here for you. Mark Lowry, who will run around all over the world singing with the Gaither Vocal Band. He is funny. He's the author of Mary Did You Know? That song that is sang so often at Christmas time. And so we're going to give this away to caller number 5. Caller number 5 is going to win Freebie Friday. The let's see here. Hold it. Let me see if I can find this thing. Now, where did I put that? Let's see here. Yes, here we go. This is that's it. It's Freebie Friday music. Caller number 5 right now at 409-384-4500. That's 409-384-4500. Caller number 5 gets the Mark Lowry CD. And let's see here. We've also got in our top 10 countdown now. Here we go. This is song number 9. What a Beautiful Day by the Happy Goodman. Song number 9.
I'll go answer 1 or 2 over there.
Your caller number 1, try again. Your caller number 2, try again. Your caller number 3, try again.
Don't make me fuss at you. You know, just stuff like that.
Your caller number 4, try again. You are caller number 5. What is your name? Hello? You are caller number 5. What's your name? Teresa. My pen just run out of ink. Go tell them all we got a winner now. Teresa. Man, let's see. It's not right on that either, Teresa. Hang on. I know there's got to be a pen somewhere here that works. All right. Teresa. And your last name? Spell that for me. Just like it sounds. Okay. Hey, Teresa, where are you from? Oh, fantastic. Well, okay, I've got the CD here for you. It'll be in the front at the radio station here in Jasper. And you're welcome to come pick it up anytime you want.
They'll just keep calling.
Well, let's see here. We're going to be here until 5. But other than that, it probably ought to be, 9 to 5. All right. Okay. You bet. Bye-bye. Yes, sir.
Mr. Pete wants you to let them know on the radio each time that we get a winner. And we have a winner now.
There were like 6 more callers after that.
They'll just keep calling.
So to our YouTubers, later on I'll probably be talking out of the book of Job, talking about everything that he went through, how it personally relates to me in my life right now. And for those of you that already know, that's going to be very, very difficult. So later on, we'll get into that. People still calling. So who won?
Teresa.
I'm sorry, we have a winner now.
No, is that speakerphone?
He doesn't realize this, but the best thing in the world we can do is continue to let them call and call and call. I want to hear that phone ring until it dies out. I want to know how long they try, because I can calculate the quarter-hour listening.
Hey, When you give that thing away, you got to tell them on the radio.
We do it right out of the song.
And that phone just keeps ringing.
Team Jesus Live. And that was song number 8 by the Happy Goodmans. What a beautiful day. Hey, it's time for some shout-outs right now. We want to shout out to Principal Holly and the Agape Christian Academy over in Newton, Texas. Hey, guys. Glad to have you listening this afternoon. How are you? Thank you, Matthew Hunter. You were supposed to hoot, holler, something. Give me a woohoo.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Woohoo! Glad to have you listening out there. Agape Christian Academy in Newton, Texas. I went in there the other day, and they were filled with little guys running around, and it just reminded me of the days when I had little guys running around in their little Christian school uniforms.
Awesome.
And I sent my daughter to Agape Christian Academy, not in Newton, but it was out of Walker, Louisiana. But she went to a school by the same name.
Well, going to a Christian academy is something that those kids will have with them all their lives, and it definitely stands out. Like, there's a lot more support in a Christian academy, those that are blessed to be able to go there.
That's right. Well,
I agree with that.
it's good for everybody. We also want to shout out to Miss Rhonda and the gang out at Always Remembered Flowers and Gifts and Party Rentals. I dropped by there today and saw her, and man, what a beautiful store and a selection of things that they have there. So, no woohoo?
I like woohoo. I like nice stuff.
Okay.
Pretty stuff.
We'll give them a shout out. A woohoo! Some kind of shout out to them.
I can't really do a woohoo like you can. I mean,
We're going to have to find a nice sound effect for that.
I can go with a sound effect, yes.
Okay, we'll find a sound effect for that woohoo. Out at Always Remembered Flowers and Gifts and Party Rentals right here in Jasper, Texas. Also want to congratulate Miss Teresa Whiteside. She has won the Mark Lowry CD, Some Things Never Change. That's from the Gaither Music Group, and so it's produced by, get this, Michael Sykes and Michael English. So that is going to be a fabulous CD that Teresa has won. If you didn't win, that's okay. Hang in here. We're just a little bit away from giving away a lunch buffet ticket to a free lunch buffet to the Cedar Tree. Dropped by the Cedar Tree myself today and had the buffet. I had fried catfish, and I love their fried catfish because
Oh, I know you do. You get it every time you go. And you go every time we come down here every Friday.
well, not every Friday.
You're down there quite often.
Well, you know, I'm a blessed man.
Yeah.
What can I say? I like it there because my cup almost runneth over. They refill it so often. And the service is always friendly and kind. And I had fried catfish and stuffed bell peppers. I had stuffed bell peppers, and it was just fabulous. And then when it was all done, stuffing myself, I had chocolate cream pie.
I'm more of an ice cream guy or a cheesecake guy, but I get where you're going with this.
Well, there's ice cream there too.
Oh, I know. I get it every time we go.
I know. You're the one that takes that little thing, and like you, a master, you ought to be working for the Dairy Queen somewhere, because you can top that ice cream up taller and taller and taller. It looks very professional. And then you have...
It's a competition to see just how tall I can stack the ice cream inside of the cone. I think like the world record that I've made for myself is about 12 inches or 13 inches tall off the cone.
And of course, tonight at the Cedar Tree is the seafood buffet.
Oh, can you go seafood and eat it?
Oh my!
I had to throw in a cheesy joke because you're always throwing in cheesy jokes.
Well, that's yeah, fair enough. Point taken. Point taken. We'll talk more about that seafood buffet here in a little bit. But meanwhile, we've got Mr. Love, the principal of Maryville High School, here with us. And once again, we're so glad to have you. How big a challenge is it to be a Christian educator in the public school system?
Well, it really depends on how you look at it. Like I said, I look at it as it's my calling. It's a passion to me. So it hasn't been very hard at all because in my mind, God has directed every school that I have ever worked at. He is the reason why I have it. He is my source. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to want to let the love of Jesus exude out of me as I deal with kids and things of that nature. Now, my hands are tied a little bit because I'm not allowed to say God in school now, unfortunately. I'm not allowed to witness to kids, so to speak. But I'm able to show the love of Christ through my actions. And I'm able to be a good role model before the kids. And I'm able to show my care and concern for them. And in that way, it makes it easy for me. I have prayed for kids plenty of times. As a matter of fact, every morning when we do the morning announcements, when it's a moment of silence, all of my staff know that I'm praying. You know, I can't do it over the intercom, but I'm praying in the office, whether parents are in there, kids are in there. But I cover my school on a daily basis, you know, because there's so many things going on in schools nowadays. But it has not been hard at all. But once again, I would not advise that for all educators. If you don't feel like your job is, if you don't feel like this is a calling, God has led you to do that, you may not want to take the type of chances I've taken in my career.
Yes.
But in my mind, if God did not give me the job, if he did not put me there, did not want me there, I would not be there. And then when he's ready for me to go somewhere else and do something elsewhere, he will remove me from that area. And so that's how I've always looked at it. It has not been tough for me at all.
Well, you know, for several years I worked construction, and you don't go around a bunch of construction workers and begin to preach.
Oh, no, sir.
All right. But it doesn't take long for people to find out where you stand.
Yes, sir.
And I tried my best to just be a very, very good worker.
Right.
To be faithful to my job, to be there on time, to make sure that my wells x-rayed
Yes, sir.
on above average standard, and that's just plain old testimony.
Yes, sir.
Now, I personally believe there's no such thing as God not being in the classroom, because I prayed, I believe, on every test I ever took. You know, we had the 6 weeks test time. There were no atheists around at the 6 weeks test time.
Oh, no.
But I do believe that there's a lot of hope for the youth. I do believe that it's going to take active love. And I'm going to say something, and maybe this is wrong or inappropriate, but I do believe it's getting harder.
Yes, sir.
I do believe that it is becoming more difficult. And I just think as Christians, we need to up our game.
I agree with that. Yes, sir.
We just need to be a little more out there with it, a little more bold in what we're doing, not breaking laws.
Right.
Okay. But you know, we don't need to be the silent ones anymore either.
And let me speak to that since you mentioned that, because I've always thought about that in my years as a Christian, and even in my background working in ministry and things of that nature. Why are we supposed to be walking around so timid and scared to stand up for what we believe in, or concerned about ridicule or persecution? Isn't that what Jesus faced?
That's exactly what it is. Out of the 12 original apostles, only John died natural causes. Everybody else was martyred.
Yeah.
But we want to get along and go along with the status quo, and we're not meant to be status quo people.
Well, I don't think you can walk with God and run with the devil at the same time.
That's it.
I believe there's too much lukewarm out there.
Yes, sir. I agree with that.
And I know over the Lighthouse Church in DeRidder right now, we're having soul-winning training classes.
Yes, sir.
We're reminding people that Jesus is coming again. I mean, the rapture is about to occur, and at a time when it's most imminent. This was when the pulpits in America have gone silent.
Yes.
About the coming rapture, and I'm afraid that too many churches have gotten very good at building buildings, but not very good at building bridges.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And so I do think it's time for us to up our game. Now, I was told that you were going to have to cut out of here right about this time.
Yes, sir.
So
we have a playoff game.
That's
today.
right. Is there anything at Maryville High School you do not attend? I mean, you are everywhere, according to everyone that I know.
Yeah, well, I feel like it's required. If you want to be a good principal and in the kids' lives and that kind of a thing, you need to be at every event, as much as you can be at.
Well, and here sits Matthew Hunter, and he's probably representative of a lot of kids at Maryville that just love the fire out of you.
Oh,
True.
yes, sir. And this is my guy. So I was glad to have him, and I was glad to graduate him because I know he was moving on to bigger and better things. But at the same time, I was sad to see him go. So
It was sad to go,
oh
in
yeah,
a way. But, can't stay.
oh no.
Yeah, that's why they called it graduation.
But I'm very proud of the young man that he's grown up into and turned into.
So are we.
Yes,
So
sir.
are we.
Well, thank you for having me.
We're so glad we had
I
you.
appreciate it.
It's an honor.
Matt, it's good seeing you again.
You too.
We're going to move on into our countdown here. We are at song number 7, I believe. Is that right, Matthew?
Yes, sir.
Song number 7.
Appreciate that.
And
Try to say.
Yeah.
let's see
Thank you, Mr.
here.
Brown.
That's right. Song number 7. You're invited.
You're going to have to find a better way to do that. You going live again soon here a little bit? Okay.
You what?
I was asking if you were going live there. You had your hand on the... No, I was being...
Yeah,
quiet.
I kind of messed up a little bit. I thought I could play the song and come back and pick up the spot, but you cannot. The spot had to air first,
Okay.
and then I forgot to hit stop here, and it rolled back into the next countdown. So I just was all over the map there, trying to get a little too fancy, perhaps.
You might have to find a better way to coordinate that, or find a digital way to do it instead of off of a CD. Yeah, oh my gosh, I can't talk. Blah, blah. We had 6 viewers, now we have 5, and there's comments going crazy. So,
Okay. Yeah, Mark and Thomas are going at it. That's teacher and student there. So
yeah. But I liked what he was saying about, why are we supposed to be the quiet ones, the ones that don't want to, stir up any trouble, basically? Why do we always go with the flow kind of thing?
yeah,
A lot of that, people being too timid, but a lot of that is another reason why people let idols get in the way of God again.
that's right. It's too much lukewarm Christianity out there. If you can't take a stand for Jesus, then
You'll get washed away when the enemy comes in like a flood.
well, that's exactly right. And I also tell you this, is if you can't take a stand for Jesus, you better be aware of what he said.
Yeah,
He said, if you deny me,
I'll deny you
I'll
in front
deny,
of my Father.
that's right, I'll deny you. And that's rough stuff there. We're going to probably move right into a giveaway. And let's see here. Okay.
I feel so off doing this.
Off? Yeah. How do you think I felt? My mother died on Friday and I had to preach Sunday morning.
Yeah. So, would you mind if I tell them? Pay no attention to the good girl behind the curtain, right? Do you mind if I talk about it? Okay. You want me to talk about it on live? You want me to?
Yes, sir.
You want me to talk about it on live? Wait to talk about it on live?
What?
The whole thing that happened.
You gonna talk about that?
I wasn't going to at first.
Hey Matthew, my heart goes out. I'd be sure my wife wouldn't mind.
That's what I was just asking her. She said that's on you.
Let's get through a little bit first, and we'll. Team Jesus Live here on a Friday afternoon party. It was wonderful having Mr. Love from Maryville High School. Hey, if you'd like us to give a shout out to someone who's having a birthday or an anniversary, give us a call and let us know, and we'll be happy to give a shout out to our birthday friends and anniversary friends by calling us here at 409-384-4500. We're also happy to, as always, take prayer requests and pray for you. I was talking to a senior couple in my church one time, and they told a story. This is what happened. Said they were watching a TV show, and the older gentleman turned to his wife and said, if you had to do it all over again, would you marry me? And she turned to him and said, you've asked me that before. And he said, well, remind me. He said, what'd you say? What'd you reply? And she said, I don't remember.
Wow.
That's being married 60 years, brothers and sisters. That's what it is. It sounds like something I would do.
Well, please tell me you got a better one, though, right?
Yeah. Here you go. This grandmother gave a journal to her 8-year-old grandson on his birthday, and the kid looked at it and didn't say anything to his grandmama because he didn't want to upset her. He just he just thanked her for it. And when he got it home, he talked to his mom. He said, "Mom," he said, "I don't know what it is with this book Granny gave me, but there's all the papers are blank."
Huh.
And she said, "Well, that's a journal, son." And she said, "Well, well, what am I supposed to do with this?" And she said, "You write down interesting stuff that happens to you." So the little guy scratches his head a little bit, and he says, "Oh, so it's like a blog on paper."
Hey. Okay, that's pretty good. It's like your Twitter feed for yourself.
Yeah, he's got that.
How about we move to the verse of the day, huh?
Okay, let's go to the verse of the day.
All right, so Proverbs 15:1, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but a grievous word stirreth up anger.
That's right.
Oh, I'm married now, so I can say this. Anytime any couples kind of get into it, there's the look, sweetie, and then there's the you better. So I think that's a good one right there. A soft answer turneth away wrath.
Well, that's absolutely true. You look for those things that escalate and avoid those.
Yes. Caution, danger here, run away.
That's right. That's right. And let me help you something, ladies. You look over there. You all do it. You tap us on the shoulder. Or we're sitting next to you. We're watching something or whatever, and you will ask us, what are you thinking? Now, I'm going to tell you something here. I'm going to alert all of the women out there. Ladies, I'm fixing to lay a deep, deep, dark secret on you. I'm going to let you know the secret to the answer, the truth to that question.
When we come back.
No. I'm going to tell you the truth of that question, that no man wants his wife to really know. When you ask us, what are you thinking? Every man's mind races to come up with an answer for his wife rather than tell the truth. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what your husband
Okay, tell
will
us.
not tell you.
Just tell us.
I'm going to tell you right now. Are you ready? We are thinking nothing. We're not thinking anything. We're watching TV. We focus on one thing at a time. If we're watching TV, we're doing it. We're listening to music. We're doing that. Whatever it is, what are you thinking? Nothing.
You know, I read something once that kind of classified how guys work and then how ladies work. And it was so very interesting. Guys, we think like this. Everything in our life is basically in a box on a shelf. When we go to our life and we want to do something, we go to that box in our life, we go to that shelf, we pick out that box, and when we're done, we put it back on that shelf, and we come back to it whenever we want. And that's how we operate. But ladies are kind of like a ball of yarn that as a cat has played with and destroyed and thrown everywhere, and then a 2-year-old put back together. And what I mean by that is everything is connected to absolutely everything, and everything goes this way, that way, the other way, and everything all correlates together into this one big mass of wow. That's how a lady works. Now, whether that's true or not, or if I'm going to get in trouble, I don't know, but
You went out there on your own.
I'm not saying that in a negative way. Think about it, though. For a lady, like, everything's connected. They're always thinking about a million different things at a time, which me, I couldn't do. So I, like, have mad props and respect for the ladies.
Now you're digging your way out.
Yes.
I'm
doing a pretty good job, too.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna let you go there on your own there. And so, poor Matthew getting in trouble. Oh. It's Freebie Friday giveaway music right there, right now. It's time to give something away. What are we going to give away right now, Matthew Hunter? Do you know?
I have no idea. This is a surprise for me, too.
All right, let's see here. Next in our Freebie Friday giveaway, and boy, if you like Freebie Friday, be sure and let them know here at the radio station when you call in. This is good for one free lunch buffet.
I'll take it.
At the Cedar Tree Restaurant. And that includes the drink, man. So you can go over there and get all the Dr. Pepper you want, or all of the iced tea, sweet or unsweet, you know, all the different sodas. You go in there and have that lunch buffet. Like today I had fried chicken. I had stuffed bell peppers. Oh my, they were just absolutely delicious. They were meaty and tomatoey and all at the same time. I had fried mushrooms.
Ew.
Fried mushrooms. I had fried zucchini squash.
Interesting.
All right. I did not have the chicken fried steak simply because I was stuffed. There was no way I could handle all that and the chicken fried steak. I had the pie, but I had no ice cream. This comes with a complete salad bars, all included. All the dessert you can eat. A fabulous deal over there at the Cedar Tree Restaurant. And they are our dear friends. We're going to take caller number 12. Caller number 12 right now at 409-384-4500. 409-384-4500. And we are on song number, let's see here. We're on song number 7. Is that right, Matthew Hunter?
I think we're on song number 6 now.
No, that's song number 7. Song number 7.
Spoiler alert, it's the Crab Family. Yes, indeed.
Number 7 right here. Through the Fire, the Crab Family.
All right.
You are caller number 1. Please try again.
Uh-oh.
You are caller number 2. Try again. You're caller number 3. Try again. You're caller number 4. Try again. You're caller number 5. Try again.
You've done this before.
You think? You're caller number 6. Try again. You're caller number 7. Try again. You're caller number 8. Try again. You're caller number 9. You're getting close.
Which one was that?
9.
Okay, we did 9 in here, so actually that is 10. This is 11. You're caller number 11. Try again. I'm sorry, we now have a winner. We're going to give something else away here before the show's over.
What could we call, like, when I go off, like, on, like, that, you know how I do, like, I'll go silly and then I'll get serious, then I go Bible, Bible, Bible. We should call that, like, a specific segment where I just cut loose.
I couldn't hear him. There's nobody there. And went beep, 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 beep.
Oh, boy. Oh, we hung up on the next one.
If you're watching on the YouTube live chat, try and get ahead of someone else, maybe.
That's right.
That's the person watching. Caller number 12, we couldn't hear them. They got disconnected, so call on into the radio station and get you a free lunch buffet at the Cedar Tree.
That's right. 409-384-4500. You are ahead of the ball game now. Call right now. Call.
You have, what is that, 50 seconds before we go back on the air? You owe me one. So what would we call that segment?
Which segment?
Like where I go off onto that tear of just Bible, 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 Bible.
Oh, we don't have to title it.
Oh, I kind of want to, because it'd be cool.
Somebody give us a call.
You got too ambitious with caller number 12, didn't you?
Well, did I? I wanted to see.
Probably would have had it at caller number 10.
Unless they hit a dead zone. Oh, no.
Yeah, they could have been driving and.
Hit a dead zone.
Well, let's talk about cell phones.
Uh-oh.
Caller number 12 called in on a cell phone. And they won, except right when we were about to get their name, the call dropped. Uh-oh. So what we're going to do is, and we'd already told everybody else that called in, we already had a winner. Right? So what we're going to do right now is here's a mad dash. Ready? Caller number 1 wins 409-384-4500. Call me right now. Caller number 1 gets the lunch buffet at the Cedar Tree right here, right now.
You are caller number 1.
And we have a winner.
What
is your name?
There we go. We got a winner. All right then. And
Give me 1 second.
Let me get you something to write on. Here you go. And that's a good deal. So we're fixing to get the name of that winner. We're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we'll tell you who won and what else we're going to give away on Freebie Friday.
We're never done at Freebie Friday till we're done. Hey, sorry, she was having a hard time hearing you. This is Matthew Hunter, the co-host. What was your name? I'm sorry. Linda White. Alrighty, Miss Linda. Alright, and did you want to stop by here and pick that up?
She probably faxed some stuff for me here.
Okay. Alright, next Saturday. I'll mark it down for that day. Okay, next Monday. Alrighty. Alrighty, well, we look forward to seeing you. Ma'am? It's for one person.
And we do have a winner. We're fixing to get that name here for you in just a moment over at the Cedar Tree. And our winner's name is Matthew Hunter.
Miss Linda White.
Miss Linda White has won that lunch buffet. Now, let me tell you something. It is Freebie Friday, so we're not done giving away stuff.
Not yet.
We like giving away stuff.
I like stuff.
So stuff is good, and so we've got other things that we're going to give away. We're also going to give away a $10 gift card for Jasper Quality Meats, and we've got another CD to give away, all before we get to the 5 o'clock hour. Now, talking about the cedar tree.
Let me hold you right there, Mr. Michael. Here's some very interesting news about Miss Linda White. She's going on vacation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, how about that? She just had to tell me, so she could pick up the little free buffet gift card next Monday. But now I'm thinking, where's she going on vacation at? We want to wish her safe travels. Pray safe travels for her. But now,
in Jesus' name.
Safe travels, yeah. But vacation sounds nice.
Yeah, it certainly does.
Summertime's coming. Could go off to a nice beach, feel the sand on your feet, hear the sound of the waves.
What is the date today?
The 20th.
Today is the 20th.
The 20th.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Oh my, look at this. The seafood buffet over the cedar tree tonight is going to include clams, blackened fish, crab cheese balls,
Oh my.
crawfish,
Oh yes.
shrimp and scallop pasta,
Oh glory.
all you can eat fried shrimp,
Preach, preacher.
all you can eat catfish,
Yes.
all you can eat frog legs,
Amen.
all you we're having a revival here. Ah, glory, hallelujah. Stuffed shrimp.
Oh, you wanted one of
I
those?
was waiting. Yeah, waiting for it.
I mean,
Can I get an amen? Stuffed shrimp, oysters.
can I get a hallelujah?
Would you believe all of that plus gumbo
Oh, I love gumbo.
and etouffee?
You know that gumbo? You know that saying, it ain't mama's gumbo? Cedar Tree's gumbo is about like mama's gumbo.
It's good gumbo.
It is good gumbo.
It really is. And
I might get in trouble from mama now.
we was talking about all those cakes and pies. Listen to some of these cakes. There's the coconut cake,
Oh,
the double fudge chocolate cake,
oh.
the Italian cream cake, lemon cake,
Yes.
strawberry cake,
Oh, my Lord.
German chocolate cake. And you can buy these whole cakes every day of the week, anytime you want to, and you can go home with a double fudge chocolate cake for like $14.99.
I'm getting high blood pressure over here from you talking about it.
I'm not talking anti-Walmart here, but I'm going to tell you what, this will bust up the birthday cake section over at Walmart in a skinny minute. That German chocolate cake and strawberry cake, and then we get to the pies.
A skinny minute?
Yeah, the skinny minute. Well, you're talking about cakes and pies, we have to have a skinny minute.
Skinny is an interesting word to
Well,
talk about cakes and pies.
Well, that's
for.
what you do. If you want to stay skinny, you eat a skinny piece of pie. Then you have another skinny piece of pie.
I like the way you think.
You don't eat a big fat piece of pie. There's the Gilligan pie.
Yep. That's beyond me.
That's coconut cream.
Ooh.
The coconut cream pie.
Wasn't there an old show about that or something?
There's the Gilligan's Island.
Okay.
Just sit right back and you hear a tale.
Mm-hmm.
A tale of coconut cream pie. There's the chocolate cream pie, lemon meringue pie, the pecan pie,
You could have kept going with that.
the buttermilk pie.
Go right down to the cedar tree and get yourself a slice.
Okay. There's pumpkin pie. All of that's over at the Cedar Tree tonight in the seafood buffet, in addition to all of those good things. Now, our friends over at Jasper Quality Meats, they have got a barbecue special for you that's really, really good. An entire slab of big old pork ribs. And you want to have, stop smacking. That's
I can't help it.
a slab of ribs.
All I've eaten today.
Your mouth runneth over now, right?
Yes, all I've eaten today is a bag of Cheetos.
Okay, yeah, there's the Cheetos. I knew we were going to get a Cheeto sooner or later. But a slab of pork ribs. Now, they will take you through there, and just ask Philip about it. He's the owner over there, and of course Caitlin's his daughter. She's in there, and it's all family. And Angel's his wife, and Christian-owned, Christian-operated, good people. You know, those folks are so nice. I'm gonna have to sit around a barbecue pit with them at some point. And it's not just the slab of barbecued ribs. You can go in there and he will point out which rib rub you want. Because it makes a difference. You know, you think, oh, let's have barbecued ribs. Well, I'm going to tell you what, you want them to taste like somebody that's really pro, get the right rib rub. Say that 3 times fast. Rib rub, rib rub, rib rub. Anyway, an entire slab of pork ribs, 2 whole chickens.
Ooh, I like chicken.
I like chicken.
Look at all them chickens.
You want to barbecue them chickens. And then 5 pounds of link sausage, 2 whole chickens, that slab of pork ribs is $56.
Wow.
Now that's a.
I'd buy that for $56.
Well, I tell you what, that's the kind of stuff where, and I'm thinking of Mama's on Sunday. My wife likes for me to barbecue on Saturday and go ahead and do enough so that Sunday dinner is already cooked. And that's our friends over at the Cedar Tree. They've got that is the barbecue special of the week. A little later on, we'll tell you about the budget stretcher special they've got, and the budget stretcher is really good as well. We're going to be giving away a gift card from our friends at Jasper Quality Meats here in just a little while, and then.
Can you believe we're already an hour through?
Are we now? We're coming up on the... Oh, that's right. We're coming up here at the time for the news. And, boy, we're going to have to make up some music when we come out. But it was worth it talking to Mr. Love. I still think he's got to get his doctorate. I want to call him Dr. Love.
Yes.
I don't know why that just rolls right off the tongue, Dr. Love. He should have his own show. Okay. We'll take a short break for the news, and we'll be right back after this.
That was pretty good. Bum, bum, bum. Right as you said, after this. You can't hear me. So it's just you and me now, YouTube. Ah, the wonderful connection we share together. Isn't it a magical feeling when we stare into each other's eyes? All 4 of you watching
Where'd my
this
little
right
list
now.
go?
As I was saying. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm biding time. Not biting time. Like biting time. Biding my time. I got nothing. It's hot in here. My heart is heavy this day.
Coming out of the news, we're going to have to go quick break song, just to catch up from what we missed in the last hour. We normally go through 5 songs in an hour. Stop, teach. I'm raiding the icebox now. Matthew, are you okay there, buddy? Well, while the news is on, we should be sharing something. I got a little something here I thought we might share. There's this fellow that couldn't remember. He got in trouble several times because he kept forgetting either his anniversary or he was forgetting his wife's birthday. So he figured a way to handle it and stay out of trouble. So he opened an account with a florist and told him to send flowers to his wife on the anniversary date and then on the birthday, and to sign the note, your loving husband. And so this worked really well, because from then forward his wife was thrilled because she got flowers and attention on her birthday and on their anniversary. And it was all great until one anniversary, Joe come home, saw a bouquet of flowers on the table, kissed his wife, and he said, "Really nice flowers, babe. Where'd you get them?"
Ah, wow.
Yeah, he kind of revealed the fact that something was going on because...
He forgot.
Yep. Well...
You know, I could talk about what I talked about Sunday up there, but
Well, one of the YouTube viewers want to know if that you are now as hungry as I am.
yeah, I'm pretty hungry now.
Yeah.
I should have took you up on lunch. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast.
Well, that's what happens. You see, that's the reason why we do the live spots, because they're worthwhile. It makes people hungry. Yeah. You heard about the lady that rubbed the genie out of the
What's going
bottle?
on in there? Are we idle?
No, the news is still going on.
How do you know?
Yeah. News. You heard about the lady who rubbed the bottle and got a genie come out
No.
and said, "I want peace in the Middle East." And the genie said, "Wait a minute. I'm looking at that map." He said, "These people have been fighting for thousands of years. You got anything easier?" She said, "Look, okay then, give me a man. Give me one who's kind and considerate and makes a good living and remembers birthdays and anniversaries and would rather spend time with me than play video games." And he goes, the genie says, "Hang on, I need to take another look at that map."
Yeah. Because, I mean, video games are bae.
Video games are bae.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, now I'm in trouble, she's saying.
Yeah, well.
Pew, pew, pew. Number 6. Where's that 7?
Yeah.
About 7 seconds till we go on, huh? Cool.
Team Jesus Live, we're going to continue our top 10 countdown. Number 4. Shoot.
Mom burned the CD for you, didn't she?
Yes, it's
That was-
driving me nuts
That was
because
not the way to do that.
number 5 isn't number 5. Number 10 is not number 10. And I said, whatever you do, oh, thank you, I got to remember the clothes closet.
Tommy, keeping you straight.
Yeah, I said, whatever you do, just make sure that number 10 is number 10. Number 9 is number, don't confuse me. So naturally.
I got nothing, man.
Yeah, I'm going to roll from one right back into the other. I got to catch up.
Guys, I'll be honest with you. I'm not really
You what?
talking to the stream. I'm talking to the stream.
Ah, okay. You're talking to the stream
Yeah.
like an old man. I'm sorry.
You crack yourself up, huh?
I do. I think I'm so funny. I really do crack me up.
Anyways.
I'm good company to hang out with.
Okay. Yeah. I agree, Tommy. But guys, I'll be honest with you. I'm not feeling on top of my game. Most of you already know why. I'll get into that later. But don't take me as the example to, like, look at. What you should probably keep in mind, the same way I am, even though there's pain going on right now, there's going to be joy in the morning. Joy tomorrow. And you know what? Even if there isn't joy tomorrow, there's joy eternally after. So, all pain will pass.
He said, hey, Matthew, how about doing a little soul winning?
Sounds good to me. Like, that's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to do the stream. It feels like we slowly aren't doing as much of it as it just feels like we're not doing as much as we used to.
That was good.
So it went number 4, number 5.
Well, what we just did there, we got back on track.
Yeah. So another thing that's helping me is the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Like, I'm really glad that you preached that message Sunday. That has helped me so much this week.
How about that?
I've had to say it like at least a dozen times to keep me going.
And me. And me.
For those of you that might be watching and don't know what's going on, coming out of these songs here when we start talking again, and I'll go in a little bit of soul winning and talking about it, I'll clue you guys in. It's been probably one of the most quiet streams we've had. And that silence is heartbreaking.
I just noticed the top of my head's cut off.
You can do like me, just come down here a little bit. Did that. Yeah.
When I was little, we went bang, 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 bang. And then come along this kid who did this. Bang, 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 and it looked bad.
Now watch me whip. Now watch me dance.
That's the Gibson, song number 5 in our top 10 countdown of the week. Patsy's Picks here at Team Jesus Live. Hey, don't go away. Freebie Friday will continue here in just a little bit. We're still going to give away a free $10 gift card from our friends over at Jasper Quality Meats. And I promised you I would tell you about their economy special. They call it the compact meat special. I call it the budget stretcher. You know, this is where you can go in there. You know, you do a great barbecue, and then during the course of the week, you want to feed a whole bunch of people and stretch that budget, maybe. Okay, so here we got a big old fried chicken. We got a fresh fryer, 5 pounds of hamburger meat. Now, keep in mind, this hamburger meat is made there at Jasper Quality Meats by Philip or Caitlin and the team. This is meat that is very, very fresh. It's ground each day. It's red because it's supposed to be red, not because it's been dyed. So that's the chicken, 5 pounds of ground meat, 2.5 pounds of sausage, and 2.5 pounds of pork chops for $53. $53. A chicken, 5 pounds of ground meat, 2.5 pounds of sausage, and 2.5 pounds of pork chops. That I call the economy special because that will feed a lot of people.
I mean, unless you got a bunch of people like me over there, in which case, only feed like 2 or 3 of us.
Okay, well, if
Us Matthew Hunters can eat.
Okay, if you have a 21-year-old hog, it may not feed as many people as long, but I'm pretty good with a pork chop and some mashed potatoes and this.
Oh, who you calling a hog?
Just the other guy in the pen, I guess. So, all right, amen.
What we ought to do? Say next week we have a giveaway only on the live stream.
We could probably do something with that as well.
So if you're out there listening, why don't you go ahead and go to teamjesusintl.com. There you'll be able to check out the Facebook page and the YouTube channel.
That's right. If you want to see what's going on in the studios here at KTXJ, you can not only hear us on the FM, but you can watch us on the YouTube channel. That's teamjesusintl.com. And you can click right on there. You can also go to Team Jesus on Facebook. Capital T, capital E, capital A, capital M, Jesus. And you can go right in there. Matthew, you had something that you wanted to share.
Yes. And you'll have to bear with me here if I take a little time in doing this. So as we have said multiple times over this stream here now, over the radio as well, that me and Denise were expecting our first child. Well, Monday it was, we found out that it
was lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that. And really, that it hurts.
Yes.
I can't say any more about just how much that hurts. But what I wanted to go ahead and say, because I can relate now to people out there hurting, even more so, is just, from Job. And my mind is blanking right now because I said exactly what I was going to say right beforehand.
The Lord giveth.
Yeah, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. And since I heard that Sunday at church and found out what we found out Monday, that I've had to say that 12 times or more like this week. I've said it so many times. And that has been what has helped me get through this week, and Denise too. So just remember that. And even though there's pain in the night, the joy comes in the morning. So I'm looking forward to trading my sorrows for the joy of the Lord. And even if the joy isn't tomorrow, so to speak, because we are Christians and Christ has saved us, there will be joy eternally after.
Well, and we appreciate your dedication being here in spite of that. Isaiah 41:10 says, Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. And so the word is filled with some really good stuff. We're going to continue our countdown here. I believe we're at song number 4. Team Jesus Live. Song number 4. Prayer request taken at 409-384-4500.
That's just too much for you to have to click and do.
It's too much over here. Everything should be right here.
Yeah. All right, and tell you guys,
I wish you could hear, because we're just talking along, and then the Freebie Friday music comes on, and it sounds good in here. And then the song
you
number-
made that. None of that's copyright. You could play it through there.
Oh, okay.
You know, when Israel was being led out of Egypt and all the way to where they were wandering around 40 years in the desert because they went to the promised land, and you know, they basically was like, man, we can't go there. There's big giant people that would slay us and destroy us, and they didn't have faith and trust in God. They didn't have their eyes on God.
We are going to have to close that door.
They ain't doing their work. They ain't keeping up. Now, this lady won that CD,
How's it going?
and she brought a gun in here today.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Yes, ma'am.
listening.
That was Miss Teresa Whiteside.
Whiteside,
Who,
that's
yes,
right.
won the CD. Cool deal.
And that's the owner of the station who doesn't know talking down the hallways is not always the best thing to do in radio.
Yes, indeed.
We leave the door open because it's too hot.
Yeah, really. So where was I going with this? Oh yeah, they didn't have their eyes on God. They had their eyes on other things. You know, idols. And so many times we do too. We have idols that get in the way of us seeing God. And because of that, we don't see the miracles that He performs in our lives every single day. You know, and God gave His only begotten Son so that whosoever should believe in Him shall not perish but have everlasting life. So why don't we value God enough to put Him first in our lives?
That's a good question.
You got luck on that one. That is a good one. You got lots of fingers on that. That rings
Yes, indeed.
Orlando Garcia, if you're still there, appreciate your condolences towards Matthew. And when am I barbecuing? Whenever you decide to come, brother. That's when I'm barbecuing. Have a good weekend, Team Jesus. God bless. You too, Rolando. Miss you, pal.
I need a haircut. Just one. Not all the hairs, just one. So you were kind of like, ugh, about having a giveaway on the YouTube.
Well, I just, I don't want to really talk about the YouTube too much on the air.
Mm-hmm.
Other than we're there, give us a listen. But I don't want the FM listeners to feel like they're missing out on something.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they technically are.
Well, I know, but they don't need to feel that way. Some of them are just old listeners. Team Jesus Live, KTXJ 102.7 FM. Want to remind you that if you need clothes, the Clothes Closet is going to be open. We talked about that with Sister Robin Jordan Carpenter last week as our guest. The Clothes Closet over at the Lighthouse Church in DeRidder will be open at 9 a.m. Saturday morning. That's tomorrow morning, and you can go in there and get clothes for you and your family, and it's absolutely free. That's that word that I like. I like free. I like free very much. I don't know about you, but I just the word free, I just like it. Jesus set me free, and so I like having things that are free, and I like giving away stuff for, there's the Freebie Friday music. Even as we speak, it's time to give something away right now. Okay, let's see here. We're going to give away a $10 gift card to our dear friends over at Jasper Quality Meats. That means that if you win the gift card, you can go get that barbecue special, and it won't be $56. It would be like $46.
Nice.
So, I mean,
Nice.
that's a real good deal. And you can apply it to anything in the store in any way that you want. And
Speaking of anything in their store, they had some beef jerky in there that looked good. And what goes good with beef jerky? A nice soda. And I'm not talking about just any kind of soda. They had a special kind of soda that doesn't have that high fructose corn syrup in it, which is in everything nowadays. It was like real sugar, like goodness.
yes, that's right. The folks from Dublin Bottling Company that opened in 1891 They're Texas bottlers. They were the original inventors of Dr. Pepper.
Nice.
And so I think they sold that product to Coca-Cola, but now they make a variety of original sodas. All of them are without that high fructose corn syrup that is so common in every other soda everywhere. There's the vanilla cream, the red cream, the orange cream. There's the grape, there's the peach.
They have a good root beer too.
Is that right?
Mhm.
Okay, the root beer's there. And Philip said if you go get Bluebell homemade vanilla
Oh.
and pour that peach
Oh.
over that,
Oh, don't tell me.
it's better than any root beer float you ever had in your life. The peach soda from the Dublin bottlers over there. There's a blueberry.
Mm.
A blueberry.
Blue raspberry?
It's blueberry is what it says.
Huh.
Blueberry. And then there's a grapefruit soda that I'm told tastes a lot like Sprite. And, of course, there's ginger ale as well. So while you're in there, be sure and grab one of those doubling sodas. Tell them the folks over at Team Jesus Live encourage you to do so. We're going to take caller number 5 right now for that $10 gift card, 409-384-4500, 409-384-4500. And let's see here. We're coming up here on number 4. And let's get that right. Yeah, here we go. That's right. Number 4. That's number 4 on our countdown. Here we go. This is the Gibsons, home at last. Caller number 5 at 409-384-4500 wins that $10 gift card to Jasper Quality Meats.
She's got a good voice for that.
Do what?
She's got a good voice for that.
What?
Wait for it.
Got 2 more.
Yeah.
Nothing done.
Yeah. That boom, 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 boom.
Ooh. It's not supposed to be on.
Yeah, it just did like 3 or 4 of them.
Oh well. It should be up here.
Hey, I'm so sorry we have a winner already, but stay tuned.
We have a Miss Molly. She won. And can she pick it up on Monday?
Right here, Molly what?
Molly is IE. Carol. Her last name with 2 L's at the end.
Is she on hold?
Yes.
Why?
Yes, she can pick it up here Monday.
Okay.
See, she has a good voice for that.
Yeah, they heard the rest of the countdown while that song was playing.
Mm-hmm.
I hit stop on it, but it didn't stop. I'm going to not mistake that again.
Yeah, you just need to pull it and drag it all the way down.
Do it now.
Pull it and drag it all the way down and then reset it later when you're not so busy.
I'm going to play it and pull it down and then worry about the rest of it.
Yeah.
She'll either want to pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah, I got it on the card.
Oh, that's the note saying she'll either pick it up tomorrow morning or Monday morning.
Nobody here on Saturday.
Wait, no.
Yes, indeed. So I've got a strained ligament in my back and neck. follows all the way up, down and around my shoulder blade, all the way up to about the middle of my neck. Brother Ed says, pray for Carol's back.
Team Jesus Live here on a Friday afternoon, freebie Friday party, and we're enjoying. I hope you're enjoying us sitting in here with you, the listener.
I hope you haven't got too hungry from listening to us.
Well, yeah, I guess that could happen while we talk about the food and so forth. I'm your host, Michael Allen. This is my co-host, Matthew Hunter.
Hey, hey.
And we're an interesting set of bookends here, I suppose. But he's young, and I'm not young.
That works for me.
Okay, I'm not going to use the word old. Old is 20 years older than you. You're as old as you feel, is what they say. God, I hope I'm not that old, because in the morning I feel old. But that's all right. I like to pray. I'd like to think the devil thinks, uh-oh, he's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you are as old as you feel, sometimes I feel, 7, and then sometimes I feel like I'm like 30 or something,
7 or 30.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on how many responsibilities I have that day.
I'd just be glad to feel 37.
Well, those are my, responsible work days. Got to take care of business, and then when I get to be 7, I go home, play video games, and watch cartoons.
Have to take care of business.
Business. Taking care of business every day.
Business. Okay,
Yes.
All right. We want to congratulate Molly Carroll. Molly is the KTXJ winner for Team Jesus Live for our Jasper Quality Meats gift card. She said she's going to pick it up either tomorrow or Monday. Don't pick it up tomorrow, Molly, because there won't be anybody here on Saturday, I don't think. But there definitely will be Monday through Friday. And so we're having a good time here as we continue to count down our top 10 songs of the week. Hey, we want to let you know we are prepared to give you a shout out if you have somebody that's having a birthday or an anniversary. Let us know. Pick up the phone and let us know at 409-384-4500. If you'd like to communicate with us directly with Team Jesus, you can do so simply by writing Team Jesus, P.O. Box 94, Maryville, Louisiana 70653. That's once again is Team Jesus, P.O. Box 94, 70653. And if you're in the DeRidder area and you do not have a home church, you can come see me and Matthew Hunter over at the Lighthouse Church at 515 North Texas Street. And that's in DeRidder there, right next to Glass Flowers. We're having services begin at 10:30, but now next Sunday, Matthew Hunter.
This Sunday.
Not this Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday. We're having
extreme.
We're having a free event.
Free?
Yeah.
It's free.
Did I tell you it's free?
Yeah, free?
Okay, free.
Okay.
Freebie Friday extends to Sunday over at the Lighthouse Church. We're having a roadkill barbecue.
You kill it, we grill it.
That's right.
The meat is more sweet when it's flattened on the street.
There we go. Actually, we call it a roadkill barbecue in order to have fun with it. If someone brings us a run-over possum, we do not barbecue it.
Oh, man.
We don't do that. But this is what happens is a lot of people from the church, somebody bring chicken, somebody bring pork chops, somebody bring ribs, and somebody bring this, and somebody bring that, and somebody else brings hamburger meats.
And you get 4 or 5 different tater salads, too.
Yeah, and all these different fixings and baked beans and breads and
Rolls.
desserts.
Mm.
Desserts.
The rolls.
Oh yes, the handmade.
The last thing I need is more rolls, but I tell
homemade
you.
rolls. I'm sorry if you want to eat gluten-free. I'm sorry if you want to stay away from carbs, but those homemade rolls are good. That's
They're worth going to church for, I tell you.
That's right. That's the annual Roadkill Barbecue over at the Lighthouse Church next Sunday, and you're invited to come out and eat with us. If you have questions on that, you can contact Miss Linda over at the Lighthouse Church at 337-401-0506. That's 337-401-0506. and you can talk to Miss Linda, or we'll be happy to answer questions here at the studios of KTXJ 102.7 FM. And so we're going to continue our countdown right now.
This
Train by Randy Miller is song number 3.
Is that something like this train and this train? Copyright, my dude. Copyright, my dude.
Turn me right back down.
Copyright only takes like 2 seconds to.
I'm having fun.
Might be bad at dancing, but that was cringeworthy.
This is the lady that picked hers up. For glory.
The one that handed it to us.
String bound.
Hey, Baze.
Who's your babe?
You my babe.
You said babe.
Okay, you want to go off?
What do you mean?
Now that we're back on track, we can actually fill in some time.
Okay.
KTXJ 102.7 FM. This train is bound for glory. This train. Randy Miller. That was song number 3. Song number 2. Song number 1 coming up in the top 10 countdown. And we do have some prayer requests coming in. We need to pray for Carol, who has a problem in her back. And we want to be sure and go ahead and pray for her. Let's do that right now. Father, in the name of Jesus, we know your word says that by your stripes we are healed. Lord, we know that you can touch Carol's back. We know that you are with her. We know that you love her. And I understand, Father, that she is a believer. She is your child. And so we, the church, the body of Christ, intercede right now and ask you to move mightily even now as you touch Carol's back at this exact moment. In Jesus' name, amen. You too can call in your prayer request, as we would be glad to pray for it online at 409-384-4500. Been given the other 337 numbers out there. That's because we have listeners in Louisiana as well as we have listeners in Texas. And there is a prayer army standing by. For those of you who understand what YouTube is, we are also streaming live from the studios of KTXJ on the YouTube channel called Team Jesus. And
if you want to get there, go to teamjesusintl.com. There you'll see the YouTube channel's link and our Facebook page where you can join and see all the good stuff that our many Team Jesus members post every single day.
And you can be part of the inside of what's going on inside the studios.
You'll see us at our rather shameful dancing, our joking behind the scenes, our wonderful occasional eating bags of Cheetos, and much, much more.
That's right. That's
Call
right.
today. Don't delay.
You'll be a Team Jesus insider too. Well, we want to talk to you just a little bit about what it means to be a Team Jesus member. Team Jesus is simply you and I. If you believe your salvation is by the grace of God through the shed blood of Jesus Christ, if you believe that God sent his only begotten Son to be born of a virgin, led a sinless life, and die upon a cross to pay for the sins of all of mankind, if you believe that he was dead, buried, and resurrected again on the third day and is seated at the right hand of the Father, then you are Team Jesus too. So, thank you so much. Well, I tell you, we we want to take an opportunity now to talk to you about what it means to be Team Jesus. And that means simply this. It means that you know, if you were to die today, heaven's where you'd spend eternity. Far too many people out there who call themselves Christians, if you ask them, if you died today, where would you spend eternity? They would have to say, I hope it'll be in heaven. I think it'll be in heaven, but I'm not sure. Not being sure is just not good enough. You need to know beyond a shadow of a doubt. And Matthew Hunter right now is going to tell you how you can know that when you die, heaven's where you'll spend eternity.
Well, one of the wonderful things is God's not a liar, and God's word is God. So go you and if you want, look at Romans 10:13, and it says, "Whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved." And we know that that name is Jesus. So why don't you go ahead and repeat these words after me, so that you can know that you know that you know, if you were to die today, whether it be in any form or fashion, a drunk with a car accident, some sort of horrible brain aneurysm, heart attack, you just don't know some of these kind of things. Don't wait and don't hold off. You might not have that time to wait and make up your mind tomorrow. These are the words you need to say. Dear Jesus.
Dear Jesus.
Please come into my heart.
Please come into my heart.
Please forgive me of my sins.
Please forgive me of my sins.
So that when I die.
So that when I die.
I can spend eternity.
I can spend eternity.
In heaven with you.
In heaven with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amen.
Amen. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. If you just called upon the name of the Lord with that prayer, you just got saved. That's how simple it is. Now go live like your own Team Jesus. And that means don't judge one another. Love one another. There's enough judgment out there. We need to be loving one another. Jesus said you will know my disciples by their love for one another. And that's true. It's absolutely true. And we want you to know that one of the reasons we're sitting here is because we love you. We're going to continue our top 10 countdown, and before we get to the top of the hour, we're going to give away one more CD. I'm going to tell you who it's from when we come back.
Bum 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 bum. On a hill far away. Oh, he's busy right now. Doing radio stuff. Stood an old rugged cross. So,
yes, sir.
Gentleman wanted to know where the close closet was, so I told him, and I think he missed it when you said something about it. So
Okay.
you might want to kind of put it in one more time.
Okay.
Just let him
Okay.
know again.
All right.
But I gave him a good general direction where it was. So he said, "I appreciate it. Y'all have a blessed day."
515 North Texas Street.
I said 515. I wasn't for sure, so
515, 515.
I was right. Yeah, he's like, "Where's the lighthouse?" I was like, "Right next door."
And it's the same address.
That's good.
So what do y'all think about
We've got...
Okay.
I'm playing song number 2.
Just
It's
go
over
Team
in a
Jesus
minute and a
Live.
half. We've got 18 minutes to kill with only one song.
I got this. I got this.
Okay.
I got this! There's an old George Lopez show on like Nickelodeon or whatever when I was a little kid. Used to watch that.
Okay.
I am old. I have to say little kid now. I have to say back in my day. You know what back in my day was? 3 or 4 years ago.
Toontown.
I love Toontown.
I can't remember when to say I used to watch all the George Lucas.
Yep. I used to watch The Nanny and Family Matters with Steve Urkel.
Those are older than us.
Yeah.
And those were repeats from the 90s.
Yep.
We were in
We used to watch Full House. And yeah, it's on pause.
No, I just heard it from the radio in there.
It cannot be because it's not playing.
I heard boom, number one, and then I went.
Well, according to this, it's not playing.
Well, unless my ears are deceiving me, which is entirely possible, but
That's Alan Jackson with I Want to Stroll Over Heaven with You. That's song number 2 in our top 10 countdown of the week here at Team Jesus Live. This is what I think our 3rd Friday in our new time slot.
I have no idea. It all blurs together.
It's the 3rd one.
The 3rd one.
Yeah, you're fortunate. You see, you have your wife sitting in here with you today, and she's able to correct you.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how I sit here without my wife correcting me. You know, behind every great man, there's a woman who's telling him when he's wrong.
True.
Yes, indeed.
Not really.
Yes, indeed. Well, we do want to thank you for your calls, and we do want to clarify. Somebody called in, want to make sure where the clothes closet is. It's if you want to GPS it, it is 515 North Texas Street in DeRidder. But if you're just old-fashioned and you want some directions, here you go. I'm going to give them to you without asking you having to ask, because men don't ask for directions. We don't care if we're lost as long as we're making good time. Men are happy. But if you're coming over to the clothes closet, all you do is come in on Highway 190, and there about a block after the road splits, there coming into DeRidder is North Texas Street. It's literally your first stoplight after you go to the split and take a left on Texas Street. It's down there about 3 blocks, just coming out of an S-shaped curve on your left, and you'll see a sign that says Lighthouse Church, and the clothes closet is sitting there right next to part of that same building. In fact, a little bit separated, but it's still part of that same building. The clothes closet, which is absolutely free. There's children's clothes, teenagers' clothes, women's clothes, men's clothes, and so plenty of stuff there. If you need work clothes for your husband, or school clothes for the kids, or even play clothes for the kids, because it's summertime, now's the time you need to swap out everything for t-shirts and shorts.
Young mothers, there's also some diapers there.
That's right. There's even some diapers there. There's other baby things there as well, and thus at the clothes closet, and it's all free. And free means free. No catch, no donation required, no paperwork to fill out, no government agencies involved. So that's the clothes closet. Hopefully you're enjoying Team Jesus Live. The broadcast here is, as we say, in our 3rd week. We do 3 to 5 p.m. We call it Freebie Friday because we like to give away some stuff as well. Pretty actively giving things away. Next week, get this, Matthew Hunter. Next week, not only this week we've given away a lunch buffet over at the Cedar Tree, but that seafood buffet is $22.99. Now that's really a pretty good bargain when you consider all you can eat shrimp and all you can eat all the crawfish and good Lord, we just went through all that and everything. This we're going to give away a gift certificate next Friday worth $50. A $50 gift certificate next Friday, and we're going to call it the Super Freebie Friday on the last Friday of every month. We're going to give away some bigger stuff. How you like that idea?
Sounds good to me.
All right then, Super Freebie Friday next Friday as we give away some bigger stuff.
It'll be poppin', so be sure to listen.
It'll be poppin'.
Yep.
Is that good?
Yes.
Okay. It'll be groovy next Friday.
Well, you know when you're sitting around a campfire and a fire's crackling and making all those noises, you know how satisfying those sounds are?
Yeah, that sap popping.
Yeah, take that exact same satisfying feeling of that fire crackling, and that's like what happens when you listen to Team Jesus Live every Friday. There's a very satisfying feeling on the inside of you.
That's popping.
That's popping.
But it's too hot for that right now.
It is too hot.
Yeah, okay. All right. We're so glad that you are here with us. Shortly we're going to be playing song number 1, and we've got something special to announce just as soon as we get back.
It's about that time next, huh?
Think of something now, because
I got it. I told you I got this.
Okay, well, you better run with it, because you ain't jumping in. Jump in and run with it.
All right.
I'm going to open the mics, but you go.
Okay. Bump, 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 bump. It's that time again. Alright, so here, guys, we're going into it. You remember in Numbers and Deuteronomy when Israel was just wandering around in the desert for 40 years because they did not obey God. They went into the promised land. They sent those 12 scouts, and 10 came back and said, we cannot go in there. There's giants there. We cannot go in and take this land. They're bigger than us. They're stronger than us. So what did God do? Well, first, those 10 scouts, they didn't make it. And, well, sorry about that. They were whispering in my ears.
That's what happens. You get distracted easily in a control when someone whispers, right?
Yeah, they're whispering. How am I going to do that? Are you done?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty. So, and Israel wandered in the desert. But let's not talk about why. Well, we're going to talk about why, but let's not talk about the wandering in the desert. Let's talk about the why. Why were they wandering in the desert?
Yes, why were they wandering in the desert?
They took their eyes off God.
Ooh.
And they took their eyes off God because they had their eyes on other things, such as false idols. What is it that we can relate to in that? Because it does us a lot of good to read the Bible and learn about what happened thousands of years ago, but the beef of what we need to do is take that knowledge and apply it to our own lives today. Because if we don't apply it to our lives, what's the point?
Read it and say to ourselves, don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we need to avoid false idols. Well, Matthew Hunter, what is a false idol? A false idol is anything in your life that you place priority over God. Now, that can be a cell phone, that can be a job, that can be money.
A cell phone as an idol?
Yes.
Well, I guess sometimes people do spend more time with their cell phones than they do with God.
Ooh.
They check what the cell phone has to say more than their Bibles.
Who texted me? What's my emails look like? Let me go check out Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook.
I have to turn around
Twitter.
and go back and get my phone because I left it. I wish people would do that with their Bibles.
Yeah. So, what are false idols in our life, and how can we avoid these false idols? Obviously, I'm not going to tell you, become a monk, go live in a mountain with nothing but you and God. If that's what you want to do, go ahead, but personally, I prefer to do it this way. God, you are number one in my life. Nothing has precedence over you in my life. If there's something in my life you don't want in my life, tell me so I can lay it on the altar, because I don't want anything between us. Now, with that clear, do you please mind if I text my friends on my phone?
Yeah.
It sure would be nice. There you go. There you have it. And when we finally take our eyes, back to God, and all these idols are out of the way, we can finally see the miracles that God is performing in our life every single day. And coming from me right now at this point in life, that's saying volumes.
Yes.
With the announcements and the news that I've just gotten, if I can say that, that speaks volumes. Because God still performs miracles, and don't you forget it.
Amen. Amen. And with that music, we know that it's time to give something away on Freebie Friday. And here we go. This is the Masters 4, the Southern Gospel Quartet. I really like that song, too. I really like that song, too. It includes, I know a man who can. I'm not what I was. We will stand our ground. When he calls us away, God makes no mistakes. I then shall live. Look for me at Jesus' feet. Try to get a glimpse what salvation's done for me. Love came calling, and we shall see Jesus. The Masters 4. And we're going to give away that CD right now. If you are caller number 5, at 409-384-4500, 409-384-4500, and you will win the Masters 4 Gospel Quartet. We can hear the songs, the phone's ringing in the background there, Matthew Hunter.
Yes,
you know, we'll stay on here and be able to announce a winner in just a moment. But I was really liking what you were saying there, because I don't think God cares about whether or not we use cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
But He does care about being number 1
Yes.
in our lives.
God doesn't like to come in second place.
Not to anything or anyone. And so I think if we get our priorities straight, we find that God is very, very merciful and very tolerant to a lot of things in our lives that just don't really matter unless they become idols.
Yeah.
And the Israelites, as you said, took their eyes off of God. And anytime we take our eyes off of God, we go from the straight and narrow path to wandering around in the desert.
Yeah.
And how many years did they wander in the desert?
40.
How long have you been wandering in the desert
Yeah.
before you get your eyes back on Jesus? I know a lot of people who have lost a lot of years because of that.
Yeah.
And that's not a good thing. Plenty of phone calls coming in. So glad that we've got that going on. And I believe we have a winner we're going to be able to announce here in just a moment. We're just trying to handle all the calls now. So if you call and stop, we have a winner now. And or we do have a winner. We don't have a winner. We don't have a winner. Oh!
She just had a question. Yes,
Oh.
if you call and you do not get that number, you can call again. That was the question. And yes, you can call again. So if you're caller number 1 and it's caller number 7, call again.
Okay, that's right. So and we took caller number
I have no idea.
5, I believe. Caller number 5, 409-384-4500, and our little lady in there has been answering and talking to people.
And that would be my lovely wife.
That's right. And so, do we have a winner, or do we have another question?
We do have a winner.
We have a winner.
This is Miss Molly Carroll.
Same.
Oh, Miss Molly Carroll won twice. How about that?
What?
She won the $10 gift card over at Jasper Quality Meats, and now she has managed to win the Masters 4 Southern Gospel Quartet CD. I really like that song too. And so that's a good deal. And so it's time now. I believe we're coming up on song number 1.
I'm looking forward to that.
The number 1 song in our top 10 countdown of the week is It Still Takes the Blood by the Freemans, staying in the top 10.
That's a 3-minute. We're going to have seconds before it's the top of the hour. We'll have less than
3.
a minute.
It's going to be close.
Yeah. 3 minutes. We're going to have like 5 seconds.
Let's put it this way. If we have to fade out and say goodbye, we'll do that.
Yeah.
That was the cutest thing. She called 4 times. I recognized her voice. She's like, what number am I? I'm like, you're number 1, number 2, number 3. And so I called for 4 times. You're number 5. She's like, I want to see you so bad. She's like, I can call a second time, right? I was like, yes, ma'am.
Well, see, we got them listening to us because we're giving giveaways.
Yeah.
She said to keep up the good music. She loved the music.
Bless her heart.
She's very sweet. It looks good.
Bless her heart.
I'm so white.
Yes, we are.
I'm not that white. Like the white
The fluorescent.
Yeah, the fluorescents are like, yeah.
Well, the light takes the white that's here in the front of my hair, and it makes it so white it looks like I'm bald. You're not allowed to say anything. You can take that smirk off your face if you want.
Oh, this is an evil grin.
Oh, an evil grin.
Yes.
I don't think he
Matthew Hunter on Christian radio has an evil grin over a bald spot.
I didn't say bald spot. I said it looks like I'm bald. I'm not.
You would say looks like other
See,
people.
that looks like I'm bald because of all that white. But there's actually hair here, ladies and gentlemen. It's just white.
I think your wife would
All
take
right.
that shot.
Shots fired.
Just for me.
Tango down.
Well,
Operator. We need air support now.
you can make fun of me. It's all right. I don't mind.
Oh.
1 minute and 1 minute. We're going to have to fade out. A few minutes early.
That song ends in what?
And that's song number 1 in our top 10 countdown of the week. Team Jesus Live, we have enjoyed so much being with you. And we will see you next Friday. And we appreciate you listening. This is Michael Allen and my co-host Matthew
Hunter.
Thank you so
I can
much.
say my name.
All right.
We love you, Team Jesus.
Here's the news.
And for you on the live stream. We'll see you later, too.
Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you are online, don't miss the Roadkill Barbecue over at the Lighthouse Church. And hopefully soon on a Team Jesus service there.
You can turn down the news so they can hear you and don't hear all...
Okay, is that better?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was just inviting them to the Roadkill Barbecue. And the Team Jesus Church over there in DeRidder is the headquarters church for Team Jesus International. And hopefully we're going to go through the viewer thing, the Facebook viewer thing. I would like to get Pastor Robbie Lanka from India on there so he can address the home church over there. We'll be looking forward to that and some other things going on in the days and weeks ahead. Remember that God's got a plan and He's got it under control. See you next time.